You wrote a very provocative column recently, or at least the column got a lot of provocative comments about Twitter as a measurement tool. And certainly a lot of people at this measurement conference were fascinated and also perhaps even chiding the idea that something is as self-selecting, non-statistically valid, they would say, as Twitter could be anything considered even a halfway valid measurement tool.
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, part of my writing the column and suggesting that Twitter might replace Nielsen someday was to be provocative. But I think it is clear, and we heard it on the panels already this morning, that the marketing research models and audience measurement models of the past are too limited to be able to function on their own in the future. And you could make the exact same arguments about the self-selecting as to people that are willing to participate in research panels today. We all know it's a dirty little secret of the research business that a very small group of people participate in most of the research. Now they do a lot of statistical and mathematical controls to make that projectable, and that science is extraordinary. But that doesn't mean that you immediately can disqualify massive activity data sets and attitudinal data sets like Twitter and the ability to harvest them scientifically for predictive models, and particularly in areas of real time where you can find out what people are thinking at this moment.
So you're saying you can take what's essentially a qualitative database and harvest it in a way that becomes quantitative.
Exactly. No different than, in other words, and actually I would say that's actually more true than trying to go out and recruit people with incentives or not incentives. I mean, the fact to find people that will participate in research panels is harder and harder, and the amount of money that's being used to maintain them is getting more and more expensive. And if what we're saying is we think there's too many facts and it's too complex and the data sources are too disparate and too different, that makes it invalid, I disagree with that. I think that I heard those exact same objections 15 years ago when there was talk of using online as a place to recruit panels, and now so many of the day-to-day marketing research panels are recruited online.
I think it was a provocative piece, and I think the main point that Dave was trying to make was that there's a sea of data and information available within things like Twitter. The challenge is, though, how do you